I recently returned from Germany after visiting my father's prisoner of war camp on April 29th. I was invited, and I took my youngest son with me, to the 70th commemoration of the liberation of the camp on April 29th. My dad was captured during the Battle of the Bulge, and he was a medic in the 83rd Infantry Division. He was sent to Camp Stalag 10B, which is in northern Germany between Bremen and Hamburg. That's where he was, one of the camps that he was in. He never really talked about being captured. I think he was kind of indicative of the men of his generation that came home from war and just got on with their lives. And recently I was able to get some documents, and in 2008 I went to his camp for the first time. In 2012, just totally out of the blue, I received a email from the curator at the camp with a drawing of my father from 1945 that I never knew existed. They were opening a museum in the camp, and they asked me for some of the Western Union telegrams and photographs of my dad, to include a Nazi armband that he had in a box of items that I found. I only became aware of in 1977, 6 years after his death. My father was selected to be the featured American prisoner of war at the camp. My wife and I went in 2012 for the unveiling, and it was a humbling experience. I was glad that I was able to get my father recognized at the camp. We were invited back in April. My youngest son went with me, and of course my youngest son never met my father. So this has been kind of a field of dreams kind of journey that we've gone on, and it's nice. We had a good time. It was something nice to do for my dad, and he was one of many Americans that went and did something they didn't want to do. And fortunately, he made it through.